Hi friends, welcome back to Literacy. Today we're doing lesson 27, parts 2 through 4. Go ahead and write that down. Pause the video if you need more time, but I am going to move on. Okay, let's take a look at these basic phonograms. What is the spelling rule which tells us these may say I at the end of the syllable? Do you remember? It goes I and Y may say I or I at the end of a syllable. Awesome. All right, open your spelling journal or your notebook, wherever you take your notes, and make a T-chart and make yours look like mine. Okay, I will say a word. Tell me which phonogram is used to spell I. Then write it in your spelling journal. Remember, this I is used in the middle of the syllable and at the end of the syllable. And this I is Latin and Greek roots, and it's used in the middle and at the end of a syllable. Okay, ready? Simple. Simple. Do we use I, E, ya, or do we use ya, I, E for simple? I, E, ya. Very good. What about gym? Gym. Ya, I, E. Very good. Myth. Myth, like Greek mythology. Myth. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Ya, I, E. And what about mitten? Mitten, the things that go on your hands. I, E, ya. Very good. And riddle. Riddle. I, E, ya. And mystery. Mystery. Ya, I, E. Very good. Awesome. All right, you can put this away for now and get out your workbook, and we're going to do our spelling analysis on page 130. 130. Okay. Number 1, terrify. The Army's goal was to terrify the enemy combatants. 3 syllables in the word terrify. First one is tear, sound it out. T-e-r. Finger spell. T-e-r. Just like it sounds. Second syllable is r, sound it out. E. Finger spell. E. And last syllable is fi. Sound it out. I. Finger spell. Ya, I, E. Awesome. Only thing we have to mark here is that Y is saying its long sound. Number 2, special. Special. Notice there's a schwa sound here. Usually we say special, but I'm going to pronounce it special. Okay? All right, this is a special ring. I don't actually have mine on today. 2 syllables in special. First one is spe, sound it out. Sp-e, finger spell. Sorry. S-p-e. Second syllable is shawl, sound it out. Sh-a-ol, finger spell. use short sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. A, ol. And underline that advanced phonogram. And that's all. All right, number 3, specialize. Specialize. Joe plans to specialize in data analysis related to healthcare costs. 3 syllables in specialize. First one is spe, sound it out. Sp, finger spell. Z, p, e. Second syllable is shawl, sound it out. Sh, a, ol, finger spell. Use short sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. A, ol. Last syllable is eyes, sound it out. Eyes, finger spell. I, I, ya. Z, silent final E. Double underline our silent final E. I says it's long sound, and underline CI phonogram. Very good. Number 4. Customize. Jack will customize his car. 3 syllables in customize. First one is cuss, sound it out. K, a, finger spell. K, s, a, z. Second syllable is Tom, sound it out. T, a, finger spell. T, a, Next is eyes, sound it out. I, z, finger spell. I, e, ya. Z, silent final E. Double underline, silent final E. And we have I saying its long sound. All right, next is idealize. This one has a schwa sound. Normally we say idealize, but I'm going to pronounce it idealize. Susan tends to idealize the situation and is not able to acknowledge the difficulties. 4 syllables here in idealize. First one is I, sound it out. I, finger spell. I, e, ya. Second syllable is D, sound it out. D, e, finger spell. D, e. Third syllable is A, sound it out. A, finger spell. A. Last syllable is lies, sound it out. O, I, z, finger spell. O, I, e, ya. Z, silent final E. Mark it up, and we have long I, long A, long E, and long I again. Number 6, population. What is the population of New York? 4 syllables in population. First syllable is pop, sound it out. P, up, finger spell. P, ah. Second syllable is you, sound it out. You, finger spell, you. Third syllable is lay, sound it out. Ol, a, finger spell, ol, a. And last syllable is Sean, sound it out. Sh, ah, finger spell. Use tall, sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. Ah, Underline T-I. A says it's long sound, and so does you. Number 7. Obvious. There is no obvious reason for her presence. Obvious. I'm hoping you can hear that. I know I'm kind of stuffy. Obvious. All right, 3 syllables in obvious. First one is ob, sound it out. Ob, finger spell. Ob. Second syllable is V, sound it out. E, finger spell. I-E-ya. Last syllable is us, sound it out. Finger spell. Ow, o, oo, z. Underline our phonogram, which is saying its fourth sound, and I is saying its third sound, E. Number 8, exclaim. I expect she will exclaim that she does not agree with the decision. 2 syllables in exclaim. First one is X, sound it out. X, finger spell. X. Second syllable is claim, sound it out. O-A, finger spell. O. Use 2-letter A that may not be used at the end of English words. Underline our phonogram. And that's all. Number 9, bandage. Bandage. Normally when you say this, we say bandage. So notice that it is a schwa sound. Emma needs a bandage. 2 syllables in bandage. First one is ban. Let's sound it out. B-a-n. Finger spell. B-a-n. Second syllable is dage. Sound it out. D-a-j. Finger spell. D-a-g-j. Silent final E. G says its second sound. We have silent final E and long A. Number 10. Tradition. Normally we say tradition. So there are 2 schwa sounds in here. Tradition. The winning team kept the tradition of running a victory lap. 3 syllables. First one is tray. Let's sound it out. T-er-a. Finger spell. T-er-a. Second syllable is d. Sound it out. D-I. Finger spell. D-I. Last syllable is Sean. Sound it out. Sh-a-n. Finger spell. Use tall, sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. Ah, Underline our phonogram, and A is long. Number 11, recent. How recent was the withdrawal? 2 syllables. First one is re, sound it out. E, finger spell. E. Second syllable is sent, sound it out. T, finger spell. T. C says it's second sound here, and E says it's long sound. Number 12, completely. We are completely done. 3 syllables. First one is calm, sound it out. Finger spell. Second syllable is pleat, sound it out. Eat, finger spell. Eat. Silent final E. So I forgot how to spell it for a second. There we go. Last syllable is Lee, and I know that silent final E tricks you. Sound it out. E, finger spell. I, silent final E, even though it's not final in this word. Y says it's fourth sound, and E says it's long sound. Number 13, determined. He was determined to get the job done. 3 syllables. First one is D, sound it out. E, finger spell. E. Second syllable is ter, sound it out. Finger spell. The of her. Third syllable is mend, sound it out. Finger spell. Ya. Past tense ending. Ed is saying its second sound, and we have and long E. Number 14, cooperate. Cooperate. This project will require the students to cooperate. 4 syllables here. First one is co, sound it out. Finger spell. Second syllable is op, sound it out. Op, finger spell. Third syllable is sound it out. Finger spell. Of her. Last syllable is 8, sound it out. 8, finger spell. Silent final E. We have co-op-er-ate, silent final E. Last one, exhausting. That was Exhausting. Ready? I want you to listen. Exhausting. Make sure you hear that. 3 syllables. First one is exhausting. Sound it out. X. Finger spell. X. Second syllable is hos. Sound it out. Ah. Finger spell. It's a silent H. Ah. 2-letter ah. That may not be used at the end of English words. Z. Last syllable is ting. Sound it out. T, n, g. Finger spell. T, I, n, g. Underline AU. Double underline H because it is silent. Not silent final E, it's just silent H. And underline NG. Awesome. All right, great job. Go ahead and put your book away and get out your notebook for our review. All right, we're going to start with our phonograms. Number 1, g, gw. Number 2, j, hard j, used only after a single short vowel. Number 3, A, E, I, that may not be used at the end of English words. Number 4, E, the E of field. Number 5, A, that may be used at the end of English words. Number 6, 2-letter. Number 7, C. Number 8, oi, that may not be used at the end of English words. Number 9, ah, 2-letter ah, that may not be used at the end of English words. Number 10, sh, z, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. Make sure you're marking any you got incorrect so you know to study those. Number 11. Af, used only at the end of a base word or before a T. Number 12. 2-letter that may be used at the end of English words. N, 2-letter N, used at the beginning or the end of a base word. Number 14, O. And number 15, I, three-letter I, used only at the end of a base word or before a T. Number 16, oo, you, that may be used at the end of English words. 17, the of bird. 18, the of search. 19, are. 20, sh, short, sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. 21, ow, o, oo, used only, or that may not be used at the end of English words. 22, ow, o, that may be used at the end of English words. 23, ai, used at the end of a base word or before a T. 24, ch, k, sh. And 25, O, two-letter O, used that may not be used at the end of English words. Keep tripping up on that today. Okay. Next, we will do our dictation. Number 1. Stop terrifying the people on the ride, exclaimed the manager. Stop terrifying the people on the ride, exclaimed the manager. Stop terrifying the people on the ride, exclaimed the manager. This is being said, so we need quotation marks. Number 2, please cooperate with the teacher, Joy. Please cooperate with The teacher, joy. Please cooperate with the teacher, joy. Number 3. This is exhausting, said the determined specialist. This is exhausting, said the determined specialist. This is exhausting, said the determined specialist. Number 4. He stopped terrifying the students and showed them the obvious path. He stopped terrifying the students and showed them the obvious path. He stopped terrifying the students and showed them the obvious path. All right, make sure you check your work, and I am all done with you. All right, have a great rest of your learning day, and I will see you next time. Bye.